Here to get you elevated.
Our conversation pop. You know what it do. Stories in the smoke. Welcome to the Spute. Stories in the smoke. Welcome to the Spute. Stories in the smoke. Welcome to the Spute.
Here to get you elevated. 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 Here to get you elevated.
These guys are awesome.
God damn it, Jazzy, shut up. Hold on, let me hit this bowl and go straight into an intro. Let me make it cool.
Got you.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Riley, the face of the thing, the one on the couch with his blankie. You know how it is. On the other side of the screen, but yet to be seen, unless you checked out SputeTube TV, is my boy Jazzy Jasper Green. And this week, we're bringing in a new addition. It's my boy G to the A to the R to the Y, Alex Smith. All right, boys. So we got some new stuff that we need to talk about. First and foremost, I want the Spute community to welcome in a long-time Sputer, someone that was there when the Spute was a place to hang out and smoke illicit drugs. Gary, good to have you, buddy. Also, if you couldn't tell by the quality of picture or sound, I am now finally operating on a brand new PC, hand-built by myself with the guidance of the Techno Jedi, my boy Jazzy Jasper Green. He led me through the whole thing, through the dark land of cold machinery, and we made it out on the other end with a pretty sick PC, I gotta say. So, we're hoping that the quality of everything goes only up from here. That's a fact.
Some actual computing power for my boy. Anyone who's like me, it's always nice to put people onto stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a fun experience. I've been waiting to do it with you for a minute. But
and for those that are worried or thinking about it, don't you fret. We did record it. We have it. We're gonna work on editing it down. The whole thing is probably like an hour and 30 minutes long. It's probably like IRL how long it took to build it, which is honestly pretty crazy. Felt like it was gonna take way longer, but an hour and 40 minutes and one trip to Best Buy and that shit was done for. But, so we are going to edit that shit down and release it as a piece of content. So definitely keep your eyes, ears, mouth, and nose focused on SputeTube TV and the whole Spute universe. Links are going to be in the description. So, I just want to rock and roll off the top with, talking about the PC and talking about the experience and just, as someone that's never done it, how interesting it was to actually get my hands inside of a case and take this thing from a cadaver to a marathon sprinter.
Yeah, one thing I would want to point out about like desktops especially is that they're built on a standard that doesn't change very often, called ATX. So everything is kind of compatible from the case. We put relatively new hardware in. Some hardware is new as from 2021 2020 era parts. Everything just fit in this fucking Dell Dimension case from 2004.
Yeah,
it's so people have been doing it for years and years too, so there's lots of help out there and lots of resources.
It definitely was. And if you want to build a PC under the guidance of the Spute team, just shoot us an email, thesputecast@gmail.com, and we will help you out for a nominal fee. Be a good bit of you can get a good laugh while you get yourself an awesome PC. But no, I mean, it was a very interesting experience. I guess I consider myself a avid Lego builder all the way from my youth till now, and so really once it got down to it, even though everything seemed a lot more, it just felt like Felt like putting together a puzzle, putting together, like a really difficult Lego set.
Yeah, I don't know. I would add an asterisk towards difficult, but I don't know.
I said a really difficult Lego set. it's
fair.
It doesn't mean it was difficult. It was just a really difficult Lego set.
Gotcha,
I mean, it's not one of those. It's not one of those preschool Mega Bloks ones where.
Dude, Mega Bloks. Speaking of letdowns related to Halo, let me tell you about the Halo Mega Bloks.
Yo, I had the Halo Mega Bloks.
They just never stayed together for me.
Nope.
This fucking fell apart.
I had literally the same fucking problem. The only thing I kept from my Halo Lego block set or Mega Block set was the fucking Master Chief.
That's a good thing to keep from that.
Yeah, it's just the only thing that survived,
Oh, it's always only Master Chief that survives.
It's such a metaphor. All of the equipment he came with, all of the vehicles that he came with, it all got fucked up, destroyed, thrown away, trashed. But Master Chief, he survived. I actually believe he's still in my Lego set today. Well, okay, I guess now it's all my nephews, but he's still with the set today.
Motherfucking John Halo, unkillable.
He is absolutely unkillable. Watch the Halo show on fucking Paramount Plus. Get a good view of it. You also get to see his ass.
Master Cheeks in this bitch.
Master Cheeks, exactly.
Which,
yeah, man.
I don't know. Halo especially, I feel like that's probably the place where the computer. I don't know. I know Warzone was I mean, Halo. I mean, we talked about this as we were testing it out. Halo always ran well. So, I just for some Spute context, for all the listeners, up until this point, I've been gaming on a first generation Xbox One. I bought it when I was a senior in high school in 2015, and I've been using it since then. And so I just went from first generation Xbox One to a pretty. I mean, Jazzy, you can either back me up or tell me I'm an idiot on this, but pretty new and decently powerful stuff. I would say so.
Yeah.
It's definitely not, in any sense of the word.
It's not the top of the line. It's not top of the line.
It's 100% a price to performance machine, and it's built with the ruling factor of when you build a gaming desktop is when you look at your budget, you want to spend about half of it on your graphics card. That's just the way to go.
And you know what? Holy fucking shit, if that's not exactly what I did.
Yeah, it's the move.
Holy shit, you didn't even tell me that. That just happened.
Yeah.
Because all in, I spent $500. Now, granted, 150 of that was me getting shit from you that was worth way more than that. So, big shouts. But the rest of it was, getting the motherboard and getting the I mean, I spent I think $249.99, so $250. So it's literally exactly half of the $500 on the graphics card.
It's because when you're talking about your video games, I feel like that really is the most important thing. You don't want to get shit that's obsolete.
Yeah.
You don't want to get you don't want to be excluded from instruction sets and shit. But that's really more about the platform or processor you choose. Which I'm a real big fan of AMD after the AM4 platform, because when in 2015 I thought AMD was fucking dead. I was sitting there as a fucking 18-year-old who there are other companies that make chips besides Intel and AMD, but I was what the fuck is the government gonna do about Intel's monopoly after AMD fucking dies, because they're just bots in every category right now, just getting simultaneously cumstered and dumpstered.
Yeah.
And then they came back with the AM4 platform, and that was the beginning. And we went budget on the AM4 platform. And I would say, the stuff that I gave you, I don't know. I was honestly expecting you to give me $100 for that stuff. Like, so when I got
No, it's fair.
150, I was like,
You
bro,
did,
thank you. 100%.
Yeah, I was about to say, you did not even request what I give. Me spending 150 was just what I felt. I felt like you deserved at least half of what you took, like what you said the value was.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I definitely overpaid for the Ryzen 5.
well,
Like,
I guess I did too, according to you. So,
oh no,
isn't it a cycle?
No, that one, the Ryzen 5 you probably got for exactly market value. Say probably $50 is fine for Ryzen 5
fair.
1600.
Cool.
The reason I like the AM4 platform is because AMD recently showed its hand with their new generation of CPUs, and they got rid of the AM4 platform. It's gone now. The AM5 is here, whole different socket. But they did the benchmarks, and the old snastiest AM4 chip is still arguably the best gaming CPU you can buy. It's like $400 for just the processor itself. But
Wait,
it's like,
hold on. I got a question.
it's a mutant.
After building, so the socket is the socket where all the pins go. Is that what you're talking about?
That is what I'm
No.
talking
So they got like a whole new build for that.
Yeah, and they've kept the same one for like at this. I mean, it was like 3 generations of chips.
I mean, how is it?
technically.
How is it different?
They change it because they have to change the chips. Intel are kind of known to be assholes. Like there have been times where like, you know, they've changed like 2 pins on the socket. So
it's not even like a significant change, but it's enough to be a dick.
it's locked down to the next generation.
Oh
of
shit!
chips
Wait,
they're
hold on. We also
releasing.
got to tell the people. We got to tell the people about me taking a razor blade to that fucking processor.
Yeah, no. So I don't know whether it's me putting them in there wrong or what. But
Whatever
I
the
feel
fuck happened.
like the AMD clamshell cases, I feel like they're like the ones that they ship the chips in. Like I just never put them back in because I feel like that always kills them. Like I've almost bought processors like that. Like so I always look, but it can just take out one of the pins real quick or a few of them. Like so, it's not really worth putting them back in there. And somehow, I forget how it happened, but like somehow one day it happened because I had that processor like resting out,
Yeah.
like, pin side up for the longest time, and then one day it got closed, and I hadn't touched it since then. Like it got sent to you afterwards,
Yeah.
because I was like, I'd go look at it every once in a while, like, is this thing fucked up or not?
So
Like-
it came in like maybe 3 pins on, you know, obviously the chip. I'm saying obviously, but this is just for people that don't know. The chip that we're talking about, the processor, is a little like square, like a little bit smaller than a saltine cracker, I'd say. That's like a pretty good size idea though. Just like a little bit smaller than a saltine cracker. And I mean, there's a whole fucking bunch of pins. You know how many pins there are off the top of your head?
No.
I mean, I'd guess like 150.
Nah, it's in the thousands.
Fuck, really? Damn, I'm terrible.
Actually,
anyways,
you know what? Google it real quick.
Yeah, Google that shit. But anyways, so, you know, a couple pins on each side were just a little bent. Which means, so how this thing works is the socket that he was talking about, that I didn't know anything about, that's why I asked the question. But anyways, I can still explain what the fuck it looks like. Fuck out of my face. The socket is just a bunch of fucking holes, and then you drop the processor with the pins, you know, small little pins, you just drop it right in and it sits in there. So obviously if some of the pins are bent, it prevents it from sitting in the holes properly. And so it came in, and we're over a Discord call, and I've got my camera on, obviously recording. You know, you'll see the whole thing in the video. Check it out on Spute TV. Just a little spoiler, but some fun context. So Jazzy's just like, listen, you got to get something, and you got to bend those pins back, but you got to be really fucking careful. And I was like, okay. And I started going at it with a little screwdriver, I think. And you're like, you got a razor blade? Just so happened I had a razor blade beside me. I was like, lit. So I pulled the razor blade out. And as fucking balls in my throat, careful as I could, I bent them bitches back and got it to fit in there. Because I'm a fucking G like that, I guess.
So it is 1,131 pins.
Fuck yeah. That is way more than I thought. But it was like, I mean, maybe like 5 pins on each little corner were bent.
Yeah. Those little cases are evil. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just put it in a motherboard and only transport it in motherboards. Like that's what you can use A series motherboards for, is to transport Ryzen chips. I'm talking shit on like the shittiest chips that they make.
Oh, okay, shit.
The A series is A, B, and X. X is for the super guys.
I got B, right? B450. That's what I got. Yeah.
Good. It's like those B450 and B550. B450 just makes like a couple like sacrifices to like memory bus speeds and shit, but it's nothing that I don't know. People like it's just for like no, like you have to be really crazy to max out the shit on a B450. Like you're doing some pretty serious workloads as a first time, having a high performance computer. If you max the V450 out, like, I don't know, first time.
That's what I'm here to do.
Like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna look at this part. But there's like, B550 is just pretty much the same capabilities, and mostly B450 because of your processor. We wanted it to be compatible, because like, B450 is for first and second gen chips. That's like the era it came out in. You can still drop the best shit. Like, you could get the processor I was talking about earlier, that despite it's technically last gen now, it's still arguably the fastest thing you could possibly buy at the moment. The 5800X 3D. And, I mean, it's a little limited if you put it into a B450, but it could still do it.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's all kinds of other, like, monstrous processors that AMD makes. It was like, because when it comes to like cores and threads, it's like roughly cylinders in a car, but if they added more cylinders every year, and then the horsepower output of the cylinders also increased every single year.
Yo, that just makes me curious to like, how many pins did the first processor start with?
Oh, like 8.
8, isn't that 16. Crazy? I mean, like, and 8 pins, 16 pins to 1131.
Yeah, some of those first ones had like 7,000 transistors in them. Like,
woo!
on a 16 pin. No, that's semiconductors.
Oh,
like,
fair.
It's like you could make, like, I saw a dude recently. He made a fucking processor in his garage. Like he got his own lithography shit. And like you need a couple things for making a chip, but he made a chip with like 7,000 little circuits in it.
Fuck yeah!
It was like a little 24 pin or 16 pin thing. I don't know, it was really awesome. I was like going on a binge. Like I was obsessed. Like, how does this shit actually fucking work, man? Is it aliens? Because everyone, it's like that's a really easy trap to fall into. But
yeah. Trying to figure out how everything works.
And aliens being responsible for semiconductors.
Oh, yeah, of course. The aliens and the Chinese, of course.
But it's just circuits that they make.
They're making the 7 chip, or whatever it was, 7 nanometer, whatever it was.
Basically, all they're making are little circuits. So they basically clear out a little shape with lithography and pour some metal in there. And then they do a couple other things, and they just build little circuits like that with chemicals and stuff. And that is a gross oversimplification of that entire process. But at its very core, it's kind of what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I mean, like, you can't just be an idiot and start fucking going at this thing with fucking lithography equipment and trying to fucking, like, you're not gonna monkey at a typewriter making Shakespeare that shit.
Yeah.
So don't fucking try it. Don't try that shit at home, kids. God damn it.
Not till you can do it without taking the whole garage.
Not until you can do it with at least the safety percentage of cooking meth. like if you can at least promise me you're gonna be as safe as the average dude cooking meth in his fucking RV, then you can do it.
I mean, I think it really comes down to a cleanliness thing as well.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
At the semiconductor industry. Oh, that's fucked up.
at the semiconductor being God. Yes, that's what I'm getting at. My religion is computers.
Let me tell you about the computer, our Lord and Savior.
Let me speak the Lord's words. 01001001001001001. Fuck y'all, I make myself laugh.
Computer
Man.
religion. I am the Borg. I'm trying to like plant the seed of the Borg so we can have communism.
Oh, it's not even the Borg. You can't even consider it like communism. It's just hive mentality. You know.
God, the Borg fucked me up when I was a kid. Like you tell
dude.
me the other day about.
I
something
mean,
that,
I got
fucked
like
you up
3
as
of them in a
kid.
fist fight, and it was a hard fight. Different kind of fucked you up. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, you're good. Now the Borg freaked me the fuck out. I was like, as they had like fucking impact guns as arms, and they were gonna install shit onto your head like Elon Musk. You know.
And I bet you they had their own Musk.
And they were real dicks about right to repair, so you couldn't fucking take the shit out either.
they were very strict with their warranties.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a lifetime commitment to be in the Borg.
Hey man, at least you didn't have to pay a trial fee or anything, you know? Like fucking, oh man, you're telling me I gotta pay a monthly subscription to be a part of the Borg, and you're gonna force me to do it?
Yeah.
How much you think it costs to be in the Borg per month?
So I feel like we got to do the math on like what the human body, like if you like what your skin's worth, what your guts are worth and shit, and then multiply like or however
I think you're going too
math
deep.
it over the time you have left to live.
I mean, I think you're going to wait. That's like how valuable you are to the Borg. I think the equation you just gave is like how you figure out how valuable to the Borg. It's going to be a price. Like the Borg hive mind's going to go $14.99 a month.
I think it'd be like $25 a month. The Borg's a pretty premium service. They got some cool shit though.
So
they're premium service.
Do you think?
For sure.
Do you think the Borg are more or less generous than the average OnlyFans girl?
I don't have enough experience to know about the generosity of OnlyFans women.
Oh, just me? Shit.
I have a friend. I have a friend who sold some feet pictures.
And I have a dream that one day
his
they would all.
fiancé
No, I'm
did
not gonna
too.
do that.
They
Hell
both
yeah.
sold feet pictures. This dude, and I think they made like
Fuck yeah.
$700.
Sometimes you gotta throw some dirty underwear at a pervert for like a couple hundo. Sometimes I don't blame anybody for that.
Yeah, I was like, damn, hell yeah. That's the only inroad to OnlyFans that I have.
I think you should set your own price, but your own price of like the Borg, like trying to get into the Borg, like if you'll be part of the hive mind, you get to pick your own per month price, but the price that you pick lets you know like you don't get Borg like premium. Like Borg premium, you get like 10 of your own little like fucking worker drones just follow you around. If you pay like $1 a month, you're just one of the people that has to follow around the other guy.
I feel like you should definitely spring for Borg Premium in that case.
Oh, I'm fucking going for Borg Platinum. I don't know, whatever the highest fucking concierge Borg.
I heard Borg Platinum lets you take bathroom breaks with free will.
Oh shit! But only while you're in the water.
Yeah, but that's amazing. That's the most autonomy I feel like.
Yeah, dude. I got to
it's a really
decide
good-
when I wanted to wash
that-
my nuts, and fuck, it was amazing.
Like, but that I know that's a lot. I know it's expensive. Like, you know, you had to be like a billionaire when they got to you for Borg Platinum. It's mythic. But Borg
Get all-
Premium's not bad. Borg Premium's not bad.
You know what I'm worried about with the Borg, though? You get all the way to the Hive Mind, and you find out that the Hive Mind is actually just one of the AI look-alike robots that China developed to replace the influencers of America. Gary, how are you feeling about the episode so far? All right, good feedback. Thank you, man.
Hell yeah. I'll be right back. Probably grandma related.
I mean, I think you're related to your grandma. I'm glad that joke was at least recorded. Okay, but I need you to take a second and listen to me figure out that I'm actually not blood related to my grandmother.
Oh, what?
Like, it's shit that I've... Well, honestly, truly it's shit that I've only known for, like, maybe 6 years. Maybe only, like, 5 years. It took a long time for people to fucking tell me this. But, so my dad is a bastard in Old English sense. Like, straight up old school bastard.
Yeah.
Like, the woman I call my grandmother, she, like, it was her first husband. Like, that was my dad's dad. And he, like, cheated on her and then produced a bastard and then brought the bastard back into the home and then left. And then my grandmother adopted my dad.
Got you.
So with that being said, I am not actually blood related to my grandmother, which I've known, but like it never set in until you said something while you were on the call. You were like, "Is it grandma related?" And I was like, "I hope you're related to your grandma." And then you walked away for a second, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm not related to my grandma."
Damn, little mini existential crisis.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of crazy.
Did Gary ever respond?
Gary,
Or is-
there he is. Yo, did you miss me going in? Yo, Gary, how do you think about the episode so far? Okay, good. It's honestly, it's fine because I was like, yo, Gary, what do you think about the episode so far? And
I'll
then
be
you didn't
back in, like,
respond,
10,
and I was like,
15.
thanks for the feedback, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh, I don't care, dude. How do you feel about it? I want you to know that honestly, this episode shouldn't even existed because I like, he asked me when we wanted to do it, and I was like, yo, I don't even know if I actually want to record tonight. And he was like, yo, I've had a shit day too. He's like, but fuck it, let's send it. So, you know, shouts to Jazzy for this one. That's so true. Just, you know, I didn't think I had much energy, but I also forget that I am just a performance whore. Yep. You've known me long enough to know I'm a performance whore. I'm a pretty regular dude, but if you give me a fucking crowd, I will do something to make the crowd look at me for at least a few minutes. I think the fun with me is I'm at least kind of unpredictable with what I'm gonna do. Like, don't get me wrong, I've got some old faithfuls. White boy freestyle rapping, everyone loves it. Fucking tell a couple jokes, get a good story going for the fucking crowd. You know, that's another one. Let's go to, always in the hand. Uh, yep, I was about to say, throw some fucking hands with some drunk assholes. That always does it pretty good. Yeah. Hit a fucking dressed like Santa, get in the middle of a Dixieland Delight crowd, and then break dance until you slip and fall, but then turn the fall into dancing. Oh yeah, dude. Are being good enough so they shut the fuck up. That's my favorite. That's always the goal. Being good enough so they shut the fuck up. But that's a hard goal. That's a legit goal to set for yourself. You know? Yeah. Oh man. It's like every time you do stand up, I'm like, is someone gonna heckle me? No? Okay. I guess I'm doing good enough. Not really. No. I don't know, man. I don't leave much time to really heckle me. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I know how to sit on, like, suspense a little bit, I guess you can call it. Have I ever shown you my first set? Did I send that to anybody? I don't even know if I sent that out. The one that's on YouTube? Okay, that was my most recent set at Magoobies. Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the joke. I get 5 minutes at Magoobies to do my set. So my first joke was, this is my first time doing stand up. So this is the first few steps in the long path of achieving my dream. My dream of telling jokes for food. Yeah. And then I was wearing this jacket. I'll send it to you so you'll see it. But like, I was wearing this jacket. It's not exactly, but it's close enough that the joke was funny. I was like, in this jacket, I feel like I look like Staff Sergeant Sanders. You know, none of the colonel, all the fried chicken. Yeah. It took the crowd. See, that one, it took the crowd a second to hit on that one. And I was like, okay. I get it. So, then I told another joke. I'll leave that one for when I send it to you. You can watch it. But I told another joke. So this was my big, like, finish. And I had been testing it out at work, and it'd been working pretty well. So I was pretty confident. But I did write the joke that morning. Like, when I say I tested it out at work, I mean, I came up with a joke at, like, 11 a.m. And this is, like, 8 p.m. And I've told, like, 25 people the joke. And everybody's been, like, chuckled at it at least. And I was like, okay, pretty confident. So, I like to get stoned and think of fucking funny things. And this one time I had the idea of, like, what if historical figures came to me before their, like, biggest times in their life and asked me advice? And, like, what would I say to them? And so the first one that came to my mind was Socrates. The great philosopher, the great Greek philosopher. He was put on trial by the city of Athens and eventually found guilty and killed. And I was like, I'm thinking about, what if he came to me before he gave the speech that was to be the apology? Like, what would I say to him? And, he's like, Riley, my friend, I must do something great. The city is going to kill me. What should I do? I'll be like, Socrates, my friend, listen, this is what you do. You go in the middle of Athens, you find the biggest building you can, and you draw a dick on it. And when they ask you, or Socrates be like, why would I do such a thing? Be like, listen, if you draw a dick on the biggest building in Athens, it's most likely going to be made out of marble, which means to clean it, they're going to have to polish it. So someone's going to come in front of Athens, all of Athens, and polish off a big old dick. And after the crowds watch that, what the fuck can they say to you? And then the second one is Napoleon Bonaparte. You know, he lost the Battle of Waterloo, and that ruined everything he really had. And, you know, I'm thinking, like, what if he came to me before the Battle of Waterloo? And he's like, Raleigh, my friend, I do not know what to do. If I lose this battle, I will lose everything. What should I do? And I'll be like, Napoleon, listen, you shall take your cannons and put them over on the other hill and arrange them in the shape of a dick so you can properly blow your cannon load all over the enemy. And the last one is George Washington. You know, towards the middle of the Revolutionary War, there's this pivotal moment where George Washington has to decide what he's going to do with the rest of his Continental Army. You know, winter's setting in. He's like, Riley, my friend, we have to do something. This young nation is in trouble. Winter's coming. The British have beaten us. We're tired. We're beat up. And we need something to do. And I'll be like, General George, I got you. Listen. You need to take your army. You need to take them somewhere like Valley Forge. You need to put them in a fort. And you need to make the fort in the shape of a dick. When George Washington goes, why would I do such a thing? I'll be like, because everyone knows the British are a bunch of homophobes. So when they show up, you can go, if you touch it, you're gay. If you touch it, you're gay. And that should make them run. No. Yes. I've got other shit that I do with those jokes to make them better. Like, there's this other, like, smaller place that I go to. It's just not a great recording atmosphere, honestly. Like, I tried one time and the fucking sound was just a little fucked. I just need to get better shit before I can record myself in that space, because it's really tight and it picks up the crowd way more than it picks up me in any way that I've tried to record it. It's just like a little bar. But that's like, I might be able to next time. Yeah, I'll set it up next time. Oh, that? No, I don't think I've ever sent that. I've only gone there like twice. Maybe only twice. And like, it just went up and did 5 and fucking was like, okay, I'm leaving. So, you know me. I don't really drink. So like, I'm not going to hang out at a bar. I'd rather go home and smoke.
Ain't it?
Ain't it?
That's the fucking truth right there.
It's absolutely a religion, dude. But yeah, no, I'm fucking, I'm always looking to expand and do new places. Definitely, Gary, if you see anything in fucking Charlottesville that says open mic night for comedy, fucking let me know, dude. I haven't seen shit in Charlottesville. I've looked pretty well, but I know a lot of places, like in Baltimore, there's a lot of places that do open mic nights that don't post it anywhere. They're just got, like, they put fucking flyers out everywhere. Or they, like, run ads on the radio and shit. Like, it's, like, small town shit. They don't put it on the internet. And, like, I can only imagine there's probably some shit like that in Seaville that I'm just not seeing. Okay. Not totally opposed. Okay. Fuck yeah. Do I gotta dress in drag and tell stand up? Oh, okay. Fuck yeah. I'd almost try to let me tell jokes normally. I'd like at least ask, I'd be like, yo, can I just come tell jokes at your place? I mean, like, they're gonna be funny and not about. I mean, me coming out in drag could definitely be the joke. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about me telling fucking jokes in drag. That most of the joke is gonna be me in drag, and it's not about me telling jokes at that point. And that's the only reason I would first be like, yo, let me tell jokes like dressed like I usually do. And then if they were like, no, you gotta be in drag, I'd be like, okay, fuck it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense to me.
So I didn't get a chance to hear. Did Gary say what he thought of what we did? Because I'm interested.
Oh, dude, the conversation that me and Gary had while you were gone is definitely going to be the second half of this episode.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna hit the bomb.
And what's even better is I don't think there's anything that's going to have recorded Gary's audio. And so it's just going to be me monologuing to myself. I have my system sound recording, but the problem is it just doesn't really pick up other people well. Like, I'll have some of your sound that I can enhance and make like audible for a little bit, but like, I mean, you didn't say much anyways, so we'll set you up with Mixcraft. Yeah, it's super fucking easy, dude.
What we're doing.
Yeah.
It's
okay. Well, actually, I guess we'll end this episode here, and then.
Yeah. I was gonna say I wanna chop this one up. I wanna put this.
Oh yeah, well no, we're gonna have to chop this one up, dude. You fucking left to go get groceries. Fucking like, we just sat here in silence for a moment. Like, yeah, no, this is gonna get chopped to hell.
I mean, no, I wanna like, I don't know, experiment with like only cut like getting the best bits of it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, that's cool. I'll send you the fucking files. I'll upload them to the Google Drive raw.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to sit down with you when you edited it, and Gary can be there too.
Cool. Fuck yeah. I mean, honestly, I might end it and start.
I can walk you through some DaVinci Resolve stuff too, if you share your screen.
Fuck yeah.
I can show you keyframing, which is like
keyframing. Is that like key bumps?
Kind of the opposite in every single way.
Beautiful.
Key bumps.
All right, friends. This has been a wonderful episode of The Spute. We hope you got elevated and enjoyed every second of it. My name's Riley, Jazzy Jasper, the face you can't see, and the new kid on the block, G to the A to the R to the Y, Alex. We're out of here, guys. We gotta drive.